How to remove your headliner on your 2000 to 06 Tahoe Yukon. Let's get it. I'm gonna start by taking off these visors. They're broken and it also doesn't have the adjustable light here. Missing some screws. The bolts are T15 Torx, and this is a visor from a 99 to 02 with the adjustable lights inside. This is what I want to go ahead and upgrade to later. Star shape. And we want to unplug this connector. I think I'm gonna throw these away because it's not that great. I don't like that you can't adjust it. For the passenger side, it's the same. It'll have 15 Torx on each side, and you can see mine's is all broken. That's also why I want to get rid of these. They're just flopping around everywhere. The side pillars you just pull off and they'll come right out, but usually these clips stay in there, or a lot of them are actually missing. And you want to unplug your speaker if you have the Bose system. And keep track of these clips because you will need them back. On this piece, you can just pry it with a flathead, or you can try it with your nails. It's just a plastic piece. Right in there, you want to remove that. For the top AC controls, there's two clips here, but first you want to remove the 15 Torx on the bottom, and it'll come right out. On mine, somebody added a Phillips. There's the two clips. The pick. This thing's falling apart. Hard. And then pull it back, like down. There you go. And then we're just gonna unplug the wire. On the top handle, there's two pieces you want to pry on. You could try something like a metal pry tool. That should work, or maybe a small flathead. The front should be loose now with the handle, the visors, the AC controls, and also the side pillars. On the middle, if you have the rear AC, you want to also remove that. I only have a dome light, and there's a small section where you can pry it with a pick tool, and it should just come all out. And just unplug the light. This trim piece has some clips, and we can just pull it out. And unplug this connector. These rear hooks are kind of tough to get off, but you have to separate them. There's another rear hook on this side, but mine's is missing. I'll have to find another one. We have to remove these bottom trim pieces. They just have clips. Some of the clips might be stuck under. This is the passenger side, but we'll do the same under the driver, and then we can remove these bigger pieces, these also just pry off. They have clips on them. Sometimes they can be a little stubborn, but it's just clips. There's a full piece, and there is 3 10mm. We'll have to remove the seat belt, and it has a T50 screw down here. I got the socket. We have to fold these seats down, and mines are stuck because the bracket is damaged down here. On the side, you'll see that bracket back here. You want to pull it forward. I don't know what was going on back here, but this piece is missing. The seat belt is in the wrong position. But I was able to reach this piece and just kind of push it forward. Now I can get to this bolt, and I think I'm gonna need a new seat belt. Look at this. There's a 7mm we have to remove, and on the other side, this piece just has clips, so we'll pull it out. We'll remove the screw. Alright, at this point everything is loose. We just have to remove these rear panels where the speakers are at. And they also just pry off. They don't have any bolts on them. There's a few clips around. There's one here, another one right there, and a couple over there. There's the 2 clips and the side ones. I can feel it falling down already. All right, this is the last one. It might kind of start hanging now. It started coming down already by its own weight. That's where it's being held on. And we still have to remove the wiring on top right here. You can see it's got some glue. And I'm just gonna peel it back. Some people actually go down here and unplug them. I don't like to do that. I just like to remove the wiring from the top. It makes it a little bit easier. There's a wire right here. We'll have to unplug it. But you can see it on the headliner. It's got some glue. All you gotta do is just pick it up and it'll come right out. Just like that. And unplug it. So you just wanna follow the wire. And it's not that hard really. I think it's harder to go down there and snake the wires out or unplug them. This is actually a little bit easier. And if you have to do this twice or work on your headliner, you won't have to do this next time because it'll already be free. I went ahead and removed that sensor, and here it is all opened up. I'll probably clean it up later. You can see there's a lot of stuff in there. And here's the harness that I unplugged out of it. It was a bit tight, but you can get it out. Right now it's stuck with the AC vent that goes down here. Angle it up that way and it should slide out without removing this. All right, we already got it off and you can see it's already removed. Drop it. Check that out. And I'll show you from the top. I'm just pulling the rest of the wire harness off. If you do it with two hands, it's probably easier, but I got the camera on one side. And I'll probably insulate all these wires again, maybe with some new Tessa tape or something, because this is just regular tape. I don't like how it looks. I just gotta unplug that other plug back there. It's still connected. If it's hard to unplug this, you can get it from the bottom first. They're actually easier from here. This cover just comes off. There's the cover, and check this sensor out. They're real dirty. That's why I want to go ahead and clean them up. Essentially, all we have to do now is just pull the headliner out and the wiring will stay in the truck. I got my wife down here. She's gonna help me hold it. It's coming out at an angle. You got it? Hold on. The wire. And there we have our headliner. Helps to have the back of the truck. All right, now we can work in here. Well, there's the headliner, and it's a big mess right now in the garage, so I won't be able to complete the restoration, but on the next video I will. As you can see, I've been working on here, trying to get some insulation because it gets hot, and I also will be getting rid of the Yukon, so I'm gonna try to part it out, but I'll have to clean up all this area. It's like a hurricane right now because I'm just doing it all in my spare time. But here you can see the antennas that I removed off the roof because there was having a water leak. This is the XM antenna, and here's the other antenna, I think maybe like OnStar. So I cut those out and I had to seal the holes. I took it to a shop so they could weld these areas, and it's just got to be grinded down, but that way no water will be leaking anymore. And here's the other side. There's that old silicone that's got to be removed also, but I did go ahead and replace this windshield. I got all my wire loomed up with the outdoor Tessa tape, and that looks better. Here's the sensor. I just have it loose for now since I'm not really putting anything back here. I just have the wiring up front all tied up. Here's the look from the back. We got the AC vent, the rear hatch. I also removed the rear wiper parts so that they can delete this, and it still needs more body work. And on the rear hatch, these are the metal plates that are welded to delete the wiper parts. There's the other one. It's tucked up all inside. I just zip tied all the wiring in the front for now. And here's my AC controls. I did go ahead and fill it up with Freon so it's cooling for now. Here's one of those temperature sensors. And this is only for the automatic one. So if you have this on auto, I got some plates just welded in place. And I might just paint these, cover this area up with Dynamat or maybe wood, I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And if this video was helpful, don't forget to like and share. If you want to see the full bill, subscribe and check out the next video. here.